G'day YouTube, Shadox here from Shadox Gaming, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about Halo 4 Specializations. Now before I do, I am aware that a lot of you are Battlefielders, so don't fret, Battlefield is still coming along. I've got a little short clip for you at the end from some of our squad stuff. It's doing really well, but let's just dive straight into Halo 4 Specializations. Now, once you attain rank SR50 in Halo 4 War Games, you will have completed your Spartan 4 specialization, and that enables you to enlist in a brand new one. Now, because I collected the limited edition, I do have the full range of specializations, so I will be choosing Pioneer towards the end, but we'll go through that one a little bit later. But just a few quick things about specializations. When you pick one, you have to complete the specialization before you can choose to grab another one, and there are 10 ranks involved after SR50. So you've got your SR50 to SR60, and that will complete one specialization. You'll be free to take another one. Now let's go through them in order. So when you do go through for a specialization, you choose one of these. The first one we're going to talk about is wet work. Now for all specializations though, you progress through each rank unlocking new things, new emblems, new armor sets, a new weapon skin for each different specialization, and at the very end, once you complete the specialization, you unlock a new armor mod. So that can either take place in your tactical package or your support package. It depends on the armor mod. But that is really what you're going for when you choose your specialization. Now we'll go through some of the armor mods now, starting with wet work, like I was saying. When you complete wet work, you unlock the stealth armor mod. Now the great thing about the stealth armor mod is that if someone's using Promethean vision against you, you won't be the glowing red character. You'll be as if you were behind a wall using active camouflage. You'll have your outline visible to them, but you won't be glowing red. So they'll still be able to see you, but it's going to be a lot easier to fool them. And you do also get a dampening on your sprinting sound. Now the Spartans are these over 1 ton, insanely strong, beefy guys, and they make a lot of sound with their sprinting. So you with the stealth armor mod for the wet work class, you do have that a little bit dampened, so it'll be easier to sneak up behind people. And on top of that, you do get faster assassination animations, so you can still do the assassinations, which you all know that I love to do. But it will speed it up a little bit for you, so it's not going to be quite as taxing, and you're not going to die quite as often. So that's the armor mod you get from wet work. The operator one is the next one in line. You get the wheelman armor mod from completing the operator specialization. Now with the wheelman armor mod, if you get EMP'd and you're in a vehicle, you'll be down significantly less. So if you get EMP'd while you're in a vehicle, your vehicle usually stops and all the weapons become disabled, and that time is significantly reduced when you have the armor mod on. And you also have a faster health regeneration in your vehicles. Now that doesn't mean you start to regenerate faster, but when you do regenerate, you regenerate a lot faster. So that's operator. The next one is Pathfinder, where you get the gunner mod. This is primarily for people who take like a warthog turret or a mounted turret. It decreases your cooldown for overheating, so it also speeds you up a little bit if you're on the move with the turret. I believe it makes you the same speed as a normal walking Spartan. So that is definitely for those of you out there who constantly find themselves in the back of the warthog or ganking the turrets and running around with them. The next one in line is the engineer, and they unlock the drop recon armor mod. This allows you to have a larger range for tracking the ordnance drops. So if you can see rocket launchers across the map, you'll be able to see them from a larger range, and you'll also see them a little bit earlier before they actually drop. So that does give you a heads up on the battlefield and can be quite handy in games such as Big Team, where the drops can be quite significant, like rocket launchers or Spartan lasers. So that's the benefits of an engineer. The next one is the Stalker. You unlock the Nemesis mod, which is quite cool. It adds a little bit of a tweak. When you spawn after you've been killed and you've got the Nemesis armor mod active, you do get to see the previous Spartan that has killed you. It's only for a brief period of time, but they will be highlighted on the map for a brief period of time. You can communicate with your teammates to track him down and maybe even find some of his teammates close by. The next one is Rogue. They unlock the Stability Armor mod, and that one's pretty simple. It just decreases the amount of recoil you receive when you're getting shot and you're looking down the scope. Now, back in some of the older Halo games, when you got shot, you just simply got removed from your zoom. That's no longer the case in Halo 4. You now receive an appropriate amount of recoil for the weapon you're choosing. The snipers receive massive recoil, and DMRs do receive some, but with the stability mod active, you'll be receiving significantly less. So if you're a long range worker, it's definitely good to go for the Rogue specialization. Next one in line is the Tracker. They have Requisition, which is really quite cool. Probably one of the better ones out there in my opinion. When you do get to call in ordnance and you get 3 things to choose from, be it an overshield, a railgun, and a needler, you say you don't like those, they're not appropriate for your situation, which quite often it's a roll of the dice, it might not be. You can just essentially just re-roll that whole call for ordnance. So you'll get a new 3, and you won't be able to re-roll it again, but at least might even the odds if you've got something that isn't really working out for you. Now, the Pioneer mod is the one that I'm going to be using. I did take the Pioneer specialization straight away, and I do recommend that other people do it as well for their first specialization, simply because it unlocks the Fast Track armor mod. Now, the best thing about Fast Track is it gives you an extra dose of EXP every match, up to 1,000. Usually, when you finish a match, you have your match bonus and then victory bonus. And if you've got the Fast Track mod on, you also get a little Fast Track and then a number upwards of 1,000. Sorry, up to 1,000, depending on how long you spent with that class. So you can't simply switch at the last second and then instantly gain your 1,000 points. It is indicative of how long you spent using the armor mod itself. So they did sort of catch you like that, so you can't sort of right at the end just switch classes like that. Now here, I'm about to complete my SR59, sorry, my Pioneer 59 now. And that will bring me to my armor mod, and you'll be able to see I'll be unlocking Fast Track. Now, I've been absolutely loving Halo 4. That's probably the reason the videos haven't been coming out, since Christmas has been very, very busy. I haven't had much time to record and edit videos and such, but rest assured I've definitely found time to play. And I have been experimenting with a few different things, and I must say I'm still loving Halo 4. It's still such a great game to play, but I have been getting back to some Battlefield, seeing as Aftermath has come out. So Aftermath it's got some new maps, and it does introduce the X-Bow, which is the crossbow, which I honestly don't like. I don't think the X-Bow brings a whole lot to the game. It does replace one of your supportive items. It's a gadget, so it's not even a secondary weapon. So I don't find it all that useful. I unlocked it, played around with it for a little bit. Honestly, didn't like it. I haven't touched it since. But I have been squadding up with a few of my friends, and we have just been absolutely dominating in Conquest and Squad Deathmatch, which you'll be seeing here. It's just been fantastic getting back into Battlefield. I mean, Halo 4 is great, but Halo 4 and Battlefield are such different games. So if you'd like to see more Battlefield, let me know. But there'll be more Halo coming up for sure. I'll be going over more specializations as I unlock them. And expect to see some more when Endgame comes out, and to see some more Aftermath play as well with our squad here. Now, as usual, follow me on Twitter if you'd like to, at sh4dox117. If not, hit me up on the YouTube, the emails. But most importantly, guys, comments below is where it's at. So if you want to see some more stuff, let me know. And as always, if you want to see my next Xbox Live, I'm sh4dox, and I'm out, guys.